Alright, pop pickers, I'm D to the Z, DongzillerUK, and this is episode 6 of my Scorewhore Vlogcast. If you've been following the series, you'll know it's basically just me chronicling my achievement getting and gamer score building towards my 200,000 goal, which we're getting sort of close to. Still got quite a way to get, to be honest. We've not got a fair few weeks to go before we get there, but there you go. Last week was a Resi 6 themed week. Basically all the achievement challenges were for Resi 6. As always, I'll go through them, the achievements from last week, see how I got on, and then I will go through this week's challenges and talk about how much gamer score we gained and lost, blah 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 blah. So, last week, we'll start with the miscellaneous challenges. The first one was the longest night in Resident Evil 6, complete the tutorial. Happily, I managed to do that quite easily. Yeah, Resi 6, it's not a bad little game actually. If you like Resi 5, you like Resi 6. The only problem is the quick time events are a bit of a pain in the arse. I don't like quick time events in games, but if you do, then you'll like that, to be honest. But yeah, if you like 5, you'll like 6. It's basically pretty much the same sort of game. The next achievement was Zombie Massacre in Resident Evil 6. Defeat 500 zombies. I didn't actually manage to do this one. I've only played the tutorial on the first chapter of Leon's campaign. I haven't really been able to get on Resi 6 much, basically because I've been playing FIFA 13 trying to rank my online virtual pro up, because I'm in a competitive league which kicks off next week, so I've been working my arse off to get that done, so I've just basically not had the time. The next one was Gone to Hell in Resident Evil 6, complete chapter 1 in Leon's campaign, which I did, as I've just said. And then it was check out my dogs, customise your dog tags, did that. Managed to unlock a few titles, so I managed to change my dog tags. I think that just shows up in the mercenary game mode on the multiplayer side. Next one was titular achievement, earn 10 different titles. Again, I've managed to do that just by playing the game. You get titles for doing certain things, so getting certain kills, certain ways and that sort of stuff, so I managed to do that. And the last one, miscellaneous achievements, was one is better than none, purchase one skill, which again is pretty self-explanatory. You get skill points for killing zombies. They drop like little chest pieces and you pick them up and you get skill points that you can then use in the menus to buy skills. The grinding achievement last week was challenge accepted on Borderlands 2. Complete level 1 of all non-level specific challenges with a single character. Yeah, I managed to do this. Wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard, it was time consuming. I basically did everything, even Jimmy Jenkins, a little shit, I managed to get him. The only thing I didn't do was the shotgun, point blank shotgun kills, 750 of them. I think when I started I had about 100, so I had like 650 fucking shotgun point blank kills to get up, and it just took forever. But it's done. I managed to get that chalked off. Rental games last week was Cars 2, Mini Ninjas and Ashes Cricket, and the games to complete were Borderlands 2, which I didn't do. I didn't complete any games last week. So, moving on to this week's achievements. The first miscellaneous achievement for this week is the Brains and Brawn achievement in FIFA 13. Shield the ball out of play for the goal kick. Where, seeing as though I'm spending so much time on FIFA 13 at the minute doing my virtual pro and stuff, I thought I might as well put a FIFA 13 achievement in there. So that's just a one I've plucked off the list, to be honest. I don't know how hard or easy that's going to be, but I'll give it a go. Second achievement is Zombie Massacre in Resident Evil 6, defeat 500 zombies. That's a return from last week. Since though I didn't manage to get it done last week, I've put it back in. Another excuse to get me on Resi 6 if I have the time. My pro's pretty much done now, I think. I've still got to play games with him, but I'm not going to hammer it as much. He's at a level that I can cope with, so I'm not going to be spending that much time on FIFA 13. Next one is the Saber Rattler achievement in Borderlands 2. Basically kill 100 enemies with the Saber turret with the Commando class. There's 4 achievements that are class specific on Borderlands 2, which is the reason I didn't finish it last week. It's because you've got to level up each fucking character to get so many kills. This one, the Commando, you got to do 100 kills with the turret. The Siren, you got to do 100 phase block things with a special skill. And the hard ones that I haven't done is the Assassin. I've got to stay in stealth mode for 10 seconds, which is basically I've got to max out one. I've got to be level 31 and max out one branch of his skill tree. So it's going to take me a while, which is why I didn't get done last week, to be honest. But if I can knock off the Commando one, I'll just do one a week like this. So the next achievement is Rising Star in WWE All Stars. Complete any path of champions with a created superstar. WWE All Stars, I've only got 2 achievements left on it to do, so I'm trying to knock them off. Shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. just a bit time consuming. The next one is Raise the Bat in Ashes Cricket 2009. Score 50 runs in an innings with a single batsman in single player. Yeah, I didn't touch my mental games again last week, and it's getting silly now. I'm paying them to sit there doing nothing, so I need to get on them. And the last miscellaneous achievement is Knight in Shining Armour in Risen 2 Dark Waters. Rescue Party completed. Or Rescue Patty, I beg your pardon, completed. Just a new game that came through the other week. I got an offer and gives me an excuse to put it in the machine, basically. I played the first Risen. It was quite hard. It was all right, but I'm going to see what this one's like. I got it cheap, so I'll give it a go. The grinding achievement for this week is win all the EASFC matchday games of the week in a single week on FIFA 13. I'm not sure how many games that is. I think it's about 5 or 6. So it shouldn't be that hard, but I've got to win them all. And I don't know how hard that's going to be. I'll give it a go. Bit of a grind, but I will give it a go. Rental games this week is again Cars 2, Mini Ninjas, and Ashes Cricket 2009. And I have absolutely touched them not 1% since last week, so I need to get on that. Games to complete this week is WWE All Stars. Like I said, I've already got 2 achievements, so that should be done. Just a bit of time on that. It's going to take me a little while, but I should be able to do it. It shouldn't be that bad. Games completed last week was none. And now we're on to the facts. So, facts and figures. This week, my gamer score stands at 162,980. Last week, it was 162,625. That is a pitiful addition of 355 gamer score, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is just not good enough. I'm blaming it on FIFA 13. I've spent a lot of time on FIFA 13 and ranking me pro up, so that's the reason why that's such a shockingly low fucking addition. Distance from 200,000 is still 37,020. It's gone down a little bit, but it's still in 37,000, so it's still shocking. Still got a long way to go. I need a better week this week. Hopefully I'll be able to. Now I've got my pro done a little bit more, I can get on some games and get some gamer score done. But yeah, that's it for this week, folks. Go out, play your games, get as much gamer score as you can, and enjoy yourself as you're doing it. Any comments or suggestions or anything like that, if you want any guides or anything for any achievements, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, until next week, adios.